Good morning, Britain. Vladimir Putin's back is against the wall. Those with disabilities who might be hard on that. Of course, the spring statement is tomorrow.
It's interesting because I'm unsurprised at the depth of it.
Yes, and it has opened everybody's eyes to what people are facing. We all know that energy bills are going affordable amounts, but it's this extra pressure of those who are reliant on...
Because you can't afford the electricity.
...have to do extra washing
yeah.
every single day because there is a condition that you're dealing with at certain groups of people. I mean, I think it's a struggle for lots and lots of people. The Chancellor really needs to fix that. 22, we are talking about people making a choice between freezing or starving.
No one can say this is new.
Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe spoke at this press conference and didn't care to see a GP and whether seeing one face-to-face. The former Health Secretary...
Of course there's all this duplication. It
should be down to the patient to be able to choose. Which Foreign Secretaries does it take to get me out of prison? She was accused of...
Good morning. It's just gone 6 o'clock. Welcome to the programme.
Well, yesterday, massive impact, that interview with the Health Secretary, Sajid Javid. The impact that interview had. People are so worried about energy bills, particularly doing extra equipment at home, might need to keep the heating on for longer at home, might have ventilators, oxygen machines. You pressed him evidence in Parliament, aren't you? Yeah,
I'm giving evidence for my views on energy, as you'll probably know from the discussions we've had, to try and just put a lot of points out there. And if he's watching now, then I've got a few questions for you on energy coming too, because it's an absolute nightmare. People will see year on year from machine or electric wheelchairs who have much higher electricity bills than everyone else, champion their cause. But the spring statement is tomorrow. And next Wednesday, I'm back for a cost of living special. So we will play that clip and we will find with the huge electricity bills. And, well, let's be generous and hope that he will deliver on his promise.
You better had, frankly, because the messages that we are getting to the programme, people are close to breaking.
You were reading their messages. Were you shocked?
Up to, for many people, energy. I mean, how on earth are they going to pay for it?
Yes, you don't particularly want to tell. And those are the types of questions that people are facing at the moment.
Very simple things like if you're home, it's disproportionately unfair to...
The first thing he has to do is, of course, and it's about often people who aren't working, we go out to work, we work hard. It's how you square that, helping those in the lowest, but also not politically, electorally, annoying people in the middle ground too. It is not an easy one, and it will take a lot of money.
It's remarkable that in 20...
Because we haven't got it now. When I did my first guest presenting slot on here, which I think was June, October, we're going to start to see an energy crisis. We're going to start to see prices going up. You need to prepare.
We can't blame it on what's happening in Ukraine.
That's an exacerbation, not of course.
But let's turn our attention to what is happening with the war. The US President Joe Biden says Vladimir Putin's back is against the wall. And he has warned that the desperate Russian leader is considering the use of both chemical and biological weapons in Ukraine.
Biden and fellow NATO leaders, including Prime Minister Boris Johnson, are to meet at a summit in Brussels to discuss providing more military support to Ukraine. Liz Summers has this report.
Let's speak to Natalia Gumanyuk. News this morning. We'll discuss it further. Of course, the Daily Mail's Andrew Pearce and the Mirror's Kevin Maguire. First, his Ranveer with... Let's have a look at the weather with Laura, who's at... Laura, thanks very much indeed. Still to come on Good Morning Britain. Amanda...
Let's get the news, travel and weather where you are.
See you in a moment.